Mm. Mm. Yo, what's up, Wayne? What up, G Soul? Feeling good, my brother. How you doing? E Dog? Is that how you say that right? What's up, my brother? Oh, ATL Fruitarian. That's what's up. Ooh, we. Damn. Hey, this bitch is good. mm. Ah, that's what's up, my brother. Them grapes good to the soul. Are you on just grapes or what you doing? Mm, mm. Man. Man. Okay, how long you doing just grapes, brother? I ain't really had nothing to talk about. I just wanted to hop on, you know what I'm saying, real quick before I get started doing things around the house. I'm trying to go live more often. So I had a little time today. So I was able to squeeze one in. Make an option where you could donate. And you on YouTube. I know on shit, you wanna support a brother, you could cash at me, you could Zelle me. I had a GoFundMe set up because one guy he had the idea, you know, he wanted to put my book on a billboard, you know, because Amazon, um, which is real interesting, but Amazon banned me from publishing on their platform Kindle for life. So he thought it was a good idea to do a billboard. So I set up a GoFundMe, but only a couple people, you know, donated. I still got to do something with that money too. But yeah, yeah, I know on Facebook, if you, I mean, anytime on Facebook, you could send stars. And I'm not sure exactly how that works. Like I've sent stars to people, but I don't know like how much one star is worth. So, but that's on Facebook. And yeah. And I was running a thing like that for a while too, and nobody, you know, nobody was willing to support. So like financially. So I just stopped. Mm. Pio di Sapo melon. I have never heard of that, Jenny. Hey, that's how I be too, Gio. So like I've never done a, whatever you want to call it, like a cleanse or anything. Like I've never done that with like an end date in mind. I've just always taken it one day at a time. What's up, She Loves Cam? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Now, I don't have any speaking engagements lined up. Bro, I can't tell you what happens when we die. And I have too much respect for people in general to tell them what I think. I either know or I don't know. So, that's something nobody knows. But what I do know, you don't know if you want to get into all of that. What I do know, though, is we are all that creative, omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent, universal, divine, intelligent energy or consciousness. We are all consciousness. We're just different. We're conscious in different ways and of different things, but we are all expressions of source or God, whatever you want to call it. That's what I know. We are not separate from that divine intelligence. We are extensions of it. We are that divine intelligence. That's what I know. I can't say nothing more past that because I never died. Damn. Man, I gotta go get me some more of these. King Arthur, what's up, my brother? Queen Modesty, how you doing? Hey, thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you. Fruit is the only way. That's right, my brother. What's good, hella wavy? I used to be hella wavy too. I actually won a wave contest. I won a wave contest. My 360s was insane. Like nobody could see me, like nobody. But talk about how I started doing this. Man, these are good. I'm really surprised by how good these are. So I'll keep it short. Basically, I'm gonna try to keep it short. I don't know if I know how to do that. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to get better at keeping it short. But because I never knew I could talk so fucking much. But so my journey really began with a weight loss journey. I was about 80 pounds overweight and it didn't feel good, and I just wasn't able to function like I wanted to, especially when it came to my kids, And so for me, it began with a weight loss journey. And on that weight loss journey, I started reading the labels on the back of everything I was eating. And that's how I ended up here. I read the labels on the back of everything I was eating. I started looking up those chemicals, looking up the side effects. And you know, I began eliminating things one thing at a time. And I just kept eliminating until I got to this point where it was like, damn, I can't eat shit. Like, what am I supposed to eat? And then fruit was just like, you know, ding, 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 ding. I got hip to fruit, and that's pretty much it. That's how that journey went. There's a lot of years on that journey though. That's probably, I don't know, that's probably 10 years or more of me researching chemicals, and the stuff I was eating and the stuff I was drinking. And, when I say I only eat fruit because nothing else makes sense, I only eat fruit because nothing else makes sense. Everything I studied and researched, everything made by man is linked to some sort of disease. And usually not just one. It's usually several. Everything. Even the so-called healthy stuff that I was eating was linked to some sort of disease or several diseases. And I'm talking about the big ones, like cancer, like heart disease, like diabetes, the ones that could kill you. That's how I got here. I ended up making them seasick, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Once I got on fruit, man, it was a wrap. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I end up losing like 80 pounds, got in the best shape of my life at a time where you're not supposed to be able to get in shape. And yeah, man, once I got hit to fruit, it was pretty much a wrap. Like, I still had a lot of work to do because I still had some addictions to deal with. And well, not really some addictions, but there was, I'll just say it like that. I still had addictions to deal with. I still had internal issues to confront, which were the strength of the addictions that I wasn't even aware of. But one thing about eating fruit that I never knew would come along with this journey is whatever you need to work on in your life, fruit is going to bring it to your attention. Eating just fruit is going to make you aware of. Why did my screen just go? Is it charging? Okay. Yeah, eating just fruit is it's like a whole life detox. It's going to make you, if you have people in your life you need to let go of, it's like you're going to know. It's going to bring it to your attention. It don't matter, like family, friends, husband, wife, like whatever. It will bring it to your attention. If you need to leave your job, it's going to bring it to your attention. Whatever is going on with you, if you're just toxic, if you have anger issues, if it's insecurities, whatever, like eating fruit is going to bring it all out, because when you're not eating fruit, you're suppressing. Fruit doesn't allow you to suppress. So that's why people don't want to eat fruit, because eating fruit is going to make you take a look at yourself, and there's no running or hiding from what you see or from what you don't like. Fruit is going to hold a mirror up to you and show you exactly where you are, what's going on with you, what you need to do. And there's just a lot of people not ready for that. Which I personally, I don't understand why people run from it so much. I don't understand why people run from themselves so much. But That's what it is. That's what fruit does. And fruit has been doing that with me, ever since I've been on it. And I'm just a totally different person today. I am a totally different person because of fruit. And I had no idea that all of this came with the journey. Like fruit don't just get you together physically, it gets your whole life together. As long as because you always got to say, so as long as you follow the leader, so to speak, like you have to be willing to go in the direction that fruit is telling you you need to go. Or I mean, it's not the fruit telling you that, but you know what I'm saying. When something is brought to your attention, brought into your awareness, when you become aware of something that you need to do, the decision is still yours whether you do it or not. Like when I was made aware, I won't say it like that, but when I became celibate, right? I just knew I needed to go down this path. I didn't know why. I didn't know nothing. I just knew I needed to go down this path. I could have said no. Like I was with a badass female at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I was with like the rawest female I ever had in my life. And I mean, like she was just perfect for me. Like our arrangement was so perfect for me. I had to make a decision. So a lot of people, that's something else I noticed, that when people do get a taste of fruit and something is brought to their awareness, hey, you need to let this person go, especially when it comes to letting somebody go, people don't want to do that. And this lifestyle, like it's not going to force you to do anything. You have to submit to it. I see this all the time. People that know better and they just are not ready to do better. And I don't know, for me, it's just ready or not. Like if I know I need to do this to have a better quality of life, then let's go. I'm jumping. Period. You know what I'm saying? Once I know, I can't be unsure, but once I know, yeah, this is what I need to do, I'm jumping. So, hey, just run. That's, hey, me too, brother. Assuming you a brother. I don't know. Sir or ma'am. I'll say it like that. Me too, though. Like I've had to let a lot of people go. But the truth is, these are not losses, right? And the truth is, you only let people go that didn't need to be in your life in the first place, to the degree that they were in your life. Because the only people you'll ever have to let go of are people that are holding you back and stopping your growth. You will never have to let go of someone that's good for you. Never. So, I used to say, man, I lost a lot of friends and I lost family, da da da. I haven't lost anything. I just got rid of a lot of dead weight. I got rid of a lot of fakers. You know what I'm saying? Like people that pretend that they love you, pretend that they care about you, but really don't. I got rid of a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why anyone would want to keep that type of person in their life anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't even make no sense to me, but I see it all the time. People just, I don't know. It's like a fear of being alone, I don't know, a fear of just not having, I don't know what it is. It's definitely fear. But why would you want someone in your life that don't care about you? Like, that shit don't make no sense to me. Like, why would you want somebody in your life that has shown you repeatedly that they don't care about you? I don't understand. Like, I don't understand the hesitation there. But I see it all the time. Oh my goodness, these are so good. This is insane that this is so good. What's up, Alice? Hey, Alice, she was a baddie. Man. She was like, like you had that fantasy person. Like I had a fantasy person. And she wasn't 100% that, but she was about 95. She's about 95. She could have lost a little weight. That was the only thing. If she would have lost maybe like 10 pounds, 15, maybe like 15. If she would have lost 15 pounds, man. Definitely. But yeah, that was the only thing, but that wasn't shit. No, I had to let her. I didn't let her go. I didn't let her go. I told her that I wasn't having sex no more. This is when I began. See, the thing about this lifestyle and just being led by the spirit or, that voice on the inside of you is the timing that it picks to have you do shit. Like, it's like, damn, sometimes it just seemed like it's the worst timing. You know what I'm saying? But it's really the best timing. It's really perfect timing. So I just told her like I was beginning my journey of celibacy. At the time, I didn't even know that I was a sex addict. I didn't discover this until I was set free from it. And then like I'm able to see clearly now. I just heard 50 Cent talking about this too. Like, 50 Cent is celibate. And he was saying that, by not having sex, he's able to stay focused. He has clarity. You know what I mean? There's no distractions. And he's just able to get a lot more done and, achieve success at much higher levels because he's celibate. Right? So I didn't even know all of that though. I just knew that's the way I was supposed to go. And I told her. And she just stopped talking to me basically. She might have texted me like a few times after, just say hi, how you doing? But she was a sex addict too. And our relationship was sexual. All of my relationships, every relationship I have ever had, it was always sexual. There was never anything more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? The women I done had kids with, like everything. So like I understood completely, because if she would have told me that, I'd have stopped calling her too. Like there's no point of me coming over if we really just gonna watch TV. I ain't coming for that. So I told her that, and like I said, I probably heard from her a few more times, and that was that. And then I just end up, once I seen how she was acting, like the direction she was going, I unfriended her on Facebook because we were Facebook friends too. I'm like, ain't no sense of you being a friend on here. Like, you don't even fucking talk to me. So, that's that. I wanted us to still be friends. But see, we were never friends to begin with. It was purely sexual. And I had been, seeing her for like 3 years. And in that time, like it had never become anything more than that. Like there's women I've been with like much longer than that, and it was always sexual. It never became anything more than sexual. So I didn't know that was an issue until I was freed from it. Then I like, my eyes started opening. I started gaining understanding. And it was like, damn, you was a sex addict for real. And then just reflecting back on it, I don't know how many of y'all remember Eddie Murphy's Delirious, I believe, where he talked about just how much he had like put his dick on a crap table. I'm just rolling dice, like just gambling with your dick, just gambling with your dick, just gambling with your health and everything, just rolling. And you keep playing that game, you fuck around and crap out. I didn't even realize how dangerous a lifestyle I was living. So yeah, that's what happened. I didn't let her go. There was no reason for her to stay. Hey, Alice, that's what I liked about her though. She didn't want to talk. Like we didn't talk much. Like that's what I like. I ain't need all that extra shit. I don't want to do a lot of talking or nothing, man. Just, just come over and we, dun 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 dun, and next day, whatever, go to work. I don't see you for a few days. I don't talk to you. Like it was great. Like I said, it was perfect for me. Hey, Tara, I'm just gonna say Tara. I'm not gonna say that whole name, but that's a fact, and that's where I was at. I didn't realize that about myself either. I didn't realize I didn't care about myself, but obviously I didn't, because I was doing a lot of dumb shit. I was doing a lot of dumb shit that was risking my health, even risking my life. So, like I've called a lot of people stupid on social media, and people don't like it. They're offended by it, blah blah blah. They take it however they take it. But I'm gonna tell y'all, man, that's like for me to accept that about myself. See, if you accept that you're stupid and you don't know shit, then you open yourself up, like you allow yourself to receive help from a divine source, not from a bunch of idiots that don't know shit that are around you. I'm talking about receiving help from a divine source. But that's a point that you got to get to. And the truth is, I'm gonna say it like this: a lot of people can't be led by God because they really don't feel like they need God. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people can't receive help from that divine source because they don't feel like they need it. They feel like, I got this. I don't need help living my life. I got it. And me, like, I wasn't there no more. Of course, there was a point in my life, like most of my life, I was there. And I was like fucking my life up so bad. It was like, okay, I don't got this. That doesn't sound like good English, but I don't have this. I need some fucking help. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I do a lot of stupid shit that don't make no fucking sense. I need some help. And when that help started coming, like I didn't put up no resistance because I didn't have any confidence in myself anymore. It's like I tried and I just like a total fuck up. It's like I need some fucking help, and it started coming. from a divine source. I don't need a bunch of people around me that's in the same boat as me trying to tell me what I need to do. You can shut the fuck up because we're in this boat rowing together. I don't want to hear shit you got to say. I need some real help. You know what I'm saying? And so I live like that to this day. So people think I'm insulting them, you know, if I call them stupid or I call them an idiot. I'm just really, this is what you are. This is what you're showing me. And if you're showing me this now, this is truly not the first time. This, like, you have a pattern of this. If people could accept that, like they already know it, that's why they get mad. But if it's true, why you mad? And if it's not true, why you mad? I was able to accept that about myself. I don't feel no differently today. I need to be led and guided by that divine intelligence. I need it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to live my life. Like I don't want to be in control. I don't want to be the pilot. I don't want to drive the car. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm getting instructions on how to be the pilot or how to drive the car. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I've been at for a long time. And it changed my whole life. You know, but and I don't even see that as being humble. Like it was just the truth. You know, that's how I define humility. It's just a humble person is just an honest person. You know, it's not being humble. It wasn't being humble for me to say, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life. I need help. It was just the truth. I've been kicked out the fucking military. I got kicked out my mom's house. I've been locked up in 3 different states. 2 strikes. I mean, shit, I've been homeless. I mean, I could just keep going on and on. You know, fucking alcoholic, drug addict, sex addict. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. That's just being honest. And, you know, there may be like, I don't know, the average person may not have, I'm not going to say went through as much as I have, but, you know, not those types of things. You know, different things. But still, if you take an honest look at your life and how things have turned out when you were in control, you got to admit you don't know what you're doing. Like most of us don't even know how to eat. If you don't even know how to eat, if you're poisoning your body every time you eat, you know what I'm saying? To be able to admit that is powerful. Got to, Tatiana. I mean, it's the wisest thing you could do. It's the wisest thing that anyone could do by far. As fact, you could control what you eat. You could control anything. That's the hardest thing to control in this world is what you eat, because you're surrounded by the wrong things almost 24/7. And they could be very tempting and enticing. And chances are you've already had experience with a lot of these things and you love the way they taste. You love the way they taste. So then to start saying no to things that you love, like over and over, like every day, Yeah. The hardest thing in this life to control is what you eat. Well, when I say I was homeless, what I mean by that, I mean, no, like I had, like, I don't know. I didn't have like, I wasn't like homeless, like on the streets. I was homeless, like just kind of bouncing around. I lived in a drug house for, I don't know, maybe a couple months or so. Um, I would stay with girls that I was sleeping with while their men, while their dude was gone. You know what I'm saying? I lived in boarding houses before, like, you know, that's what I mean. None of these places were homes for me because, like, living in a boarding house, there's a lot of other people in there and you don't know none of them. And I wasn't in boarding houses in nice neighborhoods. I was in boarding houses in the ghettos, like in like really, really the ghetto. And living in drug houses with people that smoked crack and did cocaine, and they don't give a fuck about you. It's like you sleeping with one eye open constantly. You know what I'm saying? So living, like, staying at a friend house for a couple days, you know what I'm saying, till his girl say I can't stay there no more, staying at another friend house till his girl say I can't. I like, that's how, like, when I say I was homeless, like, I'm talking about that's how it was for me. Like, I had a few nights, I had at least one night that I remember sleeping in my car. But it was mostly just kind of bouncing around, you know. I don't know who you talking about. She loves Cam. Have you noticed as a fruitarian that in terms of relationships, people sense your vibe and try to leech on your energy? No, I don't know. I never noticed that. Because I mean, one, I just don't fuck with people. For real. You know, I really don't fuck with people. Like, locally, I'm speaking, you know, and then it's just like, it's a lot you gotta, like, for me to, like, really start giving a person my time. Like, there's levels to that. There's a lot of levels to that. And so, and people usually don't get past like the first couple levels. Because, see, like, being on fruit, I guess I'm more sensitive to energy. I'll say it like that. And I feel like I read energy better. So I pick up on things about people. Like, Maya Angelou said, when people show you who they are, believe them. Well, people show you who they are immediately, because from the heart, the mouth speaks. People show you who they are as soon as they start speaking, right? And so it doesn't take me long to be able to determine the person I'm talking to some degree. Red flags usually show pretty quick. You know, sometimes it may take longer. Like I've talked to females that you know, it took me longer to, I guess, for things they weren't allowing to be seen to be seen. You know, it might take a couple months, you know, um, before some other things come out. But like generally speaking, it don't take long. And then I really don't get attached to much either. You know, I live and like I practice detachment. So because you know everything here is temporary anyway. You know, so to attach to something that's temporary, you just setting yourself up for heartbreak, for disappointment, for devastation. You know, like we like to live in denial. You know, that ignorance is bliss mentality. And act like we don't know that everyone and everything in this life is temporary. And, you know, this it's a reality that I faced and that I face like continually just to kind of keep me in check. You know, a lot of people don't want to, you know, they don't want to face that reality. They just want to think things are going to go like this forever. You know, so I live like I practice detachment. So yeah, just run. I don't even feel like I could say I got a circle at this point. You know, when I do get a circle, it's gonna be a money making circle. You know, we gonna be like business partners, shit like that. How often do I eat nuts? Shit, like lately it's been every day. I had macadamias earlier and walnuts earlier today. I'm in a stage now where I'm wanting to, you know, put weight on because after my last watermelon cleanse, I was underweight, you know, and like I could probably say I was severely underweight just based on the things I was experiencing in the body. So I've been, you know, working on putting that weight back on, but putting it on the right way. And so I eat, you know, heavier fruits, like denser fruits, like the macadamias and the walnuts and pecans and avocado, stuff like that. Hey, Rose, that who you sleep with, you can't control who you sleep with part. I just put this on Facebook talking about because I've been keeping up with this Diddy thing. Like I've really been into it and really just been learning from it. Like I'm watching everything. I've been listening to Jaguar Wright a lot, and it's this other girl named Allie. I don't remember her last name, but she was a sex toy at those Diddy parties. Like she was a regular. I mean, she's saying she's seen the tunnels, been in the tunnels. She's saying what's in the tunnels, talking about all the is crazy. It's crazy. Talking about his little kids type, like they have kid auctions down in them tunnels. It's crazy. But the point of the post was this whole Diddy situation revolves around sex. It's all about sex. You know what I'm saying? And then I just start reflecting on just different things. Like, sex has brought down so many men. Like, sex has ruined so many men's lives, cost so many men millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Men have lost empires because of sex. Right? And then I was talking about how, like, in the Bible, Adam and Eve. You notice how the serpent, just this is according to the story, but the serpent approached Eve. Why didn't the serpent approach Adam? Because the serpent knew if Eve could be convinced, then Eve would convince Adam. And that's what happened. Eve convinced and persuaded Adam to disobey God. Like, think about that. Like, that's really deep. And you just, like, I was one of those people. You know, like, my desire to please a woman was just ridiculous. It governed so many of my decisions, just my daily decisions. Like, whether I got a haircut or not, what I wore when I left the house or not, whether I bought those new shoes or not, what kind of car I was driving. Like, it governed everything. Everything. Whether I wore cologne or not. When I used to, what kind I would wear. Like, everything. Like, where I'll go. And so sex, like, most men from what I've seen just don't have any control over that. And like, I'm so happy to be celibate. I am so happy to be celibate. But that's a true statement. That's a true statement. Sex addiction has ruined so many men's lives, men in particular. I know there's been women that's been affected by it too, but not to the degree that men have been. I mean, it's broken up families, marriages, households. Like, the damage caused by men not being able to control who they have sex with is just, it's unfathomable. It's unfathomable. It's incomprehensible. I was just talking to my mom today, and she was telling me about my cousin and my auntie. So my auntie is staying with my cousin and his wife. And his wife has been tripping, accusing her husband's mother of stealing and all kind of different things, of hurting her dog, and just approaching her just on some bullshit and just being, like, disrespectful and stuff like that. And the husband is saying nothing. And I was like, that is a weak ass man, because there's no fucking way ever that I would, if I was married, I would let my wife talk to my mother like that. There's no fucking way. That would be a problem. I don't give a fuck if she did do the shit that you say. It would be a problem. But from what I've seen, I don't know. I'm just all over the place. I'm about to say this and then I'm gonna get off all this. But from what I've seen in most relationships, the woman is the man, and the man is the woman. And I'm done. The woman the woman has more of a masculine energy than the man, and the man has more of a feminine energy than the woman. And I'm done. What's up, Joey? Right now, I'm eating on some, these are cherry tomatoes. And they are so good. Man. Yeah, drugs and alcohol is really not the issue, though. It's that other thing that you said. The issue is not being happy. That's the real issue. You know, and the drugs and alcohol just kind of takes that away temporarily. But the real issue is not the drugs and the alcohol. It's what's going on internally. And it's the fact that that person is not willing to face it. That's really the issue at hand. It's not the drugs and alcohol. It's not them being unhappy. It's that they are not willing to face it. It's that they're running from it instead of dealing with it like an adult. That's really the issue. So yeah, you know, there's never a lot of issues. There's always only one issue, and it's always internal. If you are not happy and at peace inside, then there's an unlimited number of ways that you can, discover artificial, unnatural, unhealthy means to kind of counterfeit that peace and happiness that you seek. But there's only one issue always. If you don't have peace inside, that can manifest itself in an unlimited amount of ways. And if you do have peace inside, then you're going to be like a unicorn in this world, because you're not going to be following the crowd. You're going to be doing your own thing, making your own lane, going your own way. Shit. I hope this don't mess nothing up. I just bit into this tomato and seeds and juice just fucking squirted all over my computer. Like, that's a distance too. I ain't mean to go off on a tangent like that. Shit just happened. It always just happens. What's on my diet list? I don't have a diet list. I don't have a diet. Yep. Well, hey, I'm about to get off of here, y'all. It was great hanging out with y'all. And, I appreciate you all showing up and hanging out with me and sharing your time and your energy with me. And the conversations were great. The questions were great. The comments were great. The knowledge some of y'all shared, the gems some of y'all dropped was great. The feedback, everything. Like, I had a great time on here. And, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to try to, get on here more often. But you all have a great rest of your day. Enjoy it to the fullest. And hopefully I'll be seeing y'all soon.